we are back
What are we doing today, brother?
today at something to do with Disney.
Ooh, Disney. Are we playing Kingdom Hearts?
Maybe.
Wait a minute. This isn't Kingdom Hearts. I don't see Square Enix. Did you lie to me?
I did say
lied
we're
to me.
doing something Disney related, but you assume that it's Kingdom Hearts.
You said Disney, and I thought Kingdom Hearts.
I did say Disney, but I didn't say Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, this isn't Kingdom Hearts. I'm familiar with that game. Disneyland Adventures. I haven't even played this. Oh, I did say I always wanted to go to Disneyland, and here I am. This is as close as I'm gonna get.
Yep.
Chihuahuas, you've already started playing this game?
Well, this is before I figured out how to record. But anyways, doing it from
Hint,
scratch.
if you're carrying a camera, look out for sparks. It might be a hidden Mickey. Once you got your camera and the icon to see if there's something nearby if you can't take a picture. Hint, if you're finding one of the attractive too difficult, try playing with a friend. Hint, if you're feeling lost in adventure, use adventure journal to get to adventure journal. I don't think this is inaccurate because I've seen videos of, what's this, Disney World, Disneyland?
Either or.
Yeah, it's always packed. So this game is inaccurate.
Mickey.
It's the king. Okay, so how are you gonna customize this?
I don't know. I know these things are preset.
Oh, so you can't design the character? Lame.
Yeah. Come think about what does it look like Gregory for some reason.
Pal,
Right.
I'm Mickey Mouse. It's great to meet ya. Gosh, pal, I was hoping to get some of my friends' autographs today, but I've been so busy with the Toontown Mayor election that I haven't had the chance. Say, do you think you could ask Donald to sign this book for me? I'd sure appreciate it.
He's your friend. Couldn't you wait until like the park's closed to get their autograph?
I know, right?
You'd like my autograph? Wow, what an honor.
I mean, that is true. You could
Here
get their
you go,
autographs.
pal.
Yeah,
Thanks
even though
for
they had
asking.
just handed you the book.
I know.
Some dancing.
Well, apparently, in Disney World, there's character interactions, but
That
there's always
was
a long line.
awesome.
Yep.
So long. Thanks for getting Donald's autograph for me.
You didn't even move to get Donald's autograph.
No, but I gotta look for him.
Wonder where Minnie is.
You know, the one thing that I've noticed is when they, well, the one thing I remember looking up, that when they're doing Disney meet and greets, let's just say, for an example, you want to meet, Snow White, okay?
Yeah.
You want to meet Snow White, and believe it or not, the reason why they have the meet and greets in separate rooms, because one person's meeting one Snow White, and then somebody else is meeting a different Snow White.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it like that just so they won't ruin the Disney magic.
Hmm.
And I always wanted to go to Disney World, Disneyland, it doesn't really matter. Whichever one has Star Wars Galaxy Edge, I want to go.
Yeah, the only reason I want to go because of their exclusive design Coke bottle.
Oh, I didn't even know they had.
Yeah.
That. You know, you could get one and cast it in resin. That way you can make it last forever. That, and I like to try some of their food. I
Yeah.
know their food's gonna be overpriced, but I still want to try it. I like to try it. Apparently, there's 2 Starbucks.
I know. I wanted to try their legendary turkey legs.
Me too. But you also want to know another Disney World and Disneyland hack?
But
That you do know the whole park is built on the 2nd floor, right?
Good to see you.
I've been aware of that because of the Food Channel when they had that Disney special.
Well,
Don't forget to get Donald's autograph. You'll flip.
Do you think
Hey,
he's
look,
in the
there
mood
you
for an
go.
autograph?
Good to meet you.
Surprisingly, he is in a good mood.
An autograph book
That's rare.
from Mickey. My autograph? But of course. Your friends will be jealous.
Wow, he's
I'm
so.
going to be later on Toontown. Vote for Donald. That'll take this
I'm gonna
book to
say
Mickey.
no. Why, you may ask?
Bye.
Because remember that one House of Mouse?
Which one?
That one episode where Mickey leaves Donald in charge for a few minutes just to find the lost
See
footage?
this bar? That's how
He
much
immediately
magic
started
we
changing
got.
everything to him.
Wow.
Reaches the top.
Exactly. That's why I'm gonna say no on that voting.
Well, okay, so the reason why it's built on the second floor, because believe it or not, the first floor is where the cast members go walking around.
Yeah.
That way, because apparently it's gonna ruin the Disney magic if they see characters walking around on the floor.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got Donald's autograph. Thanks, pal.
He does look like Gregory.
But actually, this autograph book's not for me. It's for Goofy. He's been wanting an autograph collection, and I thought it might be nice to help him get started. Do you think you could bring the book to him?
I don't know if I have the courage to trust
So
Goofy
long.
with anything.
Oh, and thanks for giving the book to Goofy.
How about you?
Have
Okay,
fun
here's the
today,
thing, though.
Okay?
In
There's
Kingdom
lots to do.
Hearts, I do trust Goofy. You know, you could give Goofy potions and he will actually heal you. Unlike Donald! Oh my gosh, I remember when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, people were making memes about
It's great
Donald
to have you visit.
on how they get
Pinocchio's
upset.
Daring Journey is not an original Fantasyland ride. It was installed as part of the new Fantasyland in 1983.
Yeah, that's actually true.
It's always nice to talk to someone about Disneyland. Goodbye now. Have you visited the Grim Grinning Ghosts? There are
I would like to see the Grim
999,
Ghost.
but there's always room for
Honestly,
one
I would like to
more.
see the Haunted Mansion. I know I'm not big on Christmas, but I'd love to go during Halloween. But for Christmas, I just want to see the Haunted Mansion because that's when they put the nightmare for Christmas, you know.
Oh yeah. Jax always loved stopping there.
Howdy, sport. I'm Goofy. I don't believe we've met before. Wowee!
Well,
Donald
yes and
signed
no.
that for me.
Both in
Gosh,
Kingdom Hearts
thanks.
and your other various TV shows.
Sure. Soon as I remember how to spell my name.
Oh my gosh.
Goof Troop? Anybody
Here you
remember
go.
Goof Troop?
Oh
All
yeah, I
signed
remember Goof
just
Troop.
for
Remember when
you.
we were kids, it was Group
Goodbye,
Goof
pal.
Troop, Darkwing Duck,
Quack
Tailspin, Quack Pack. I think the Gummy Bears, and of course your favorite Gargoyles
Oh yeah.
and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Those were our Disney Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
But I remember you were more into Gargoyles, and then our sister was into my gosh, took my head.
Darkwing.
Thank
Hi.
you, Darkwing Duck, and I did watch. I like Quack Pack.
Some of the shields that adorn the carousel are based on those of the Knights of the Round Table.
Yeah.
But when the Imagineers could not find enough authentic designs to fill out the carousel, they used their own family crest. Hope to see you around the park.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they did.
If you haven't been on the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh, be sure to give it a go.
Well, here's an interesting fact. Apparently there's a rumor. Remember when we visit San Antonio for the rodeo
Yeah.
and we went on that train ride?
Yeah.
That apparently rumor has it
I've
that
got
the
a
TD
present
Park
for ya.
in San
It's your
Antonio
own
is
magical
where
camera.
apparently Walt
If you like,
Disney
you
and
can
the
practice taking a
engineer, the
picture of me.
Imagineers went
Here,
to
I'll
get some
pose, and you
inspiration
can take my
for,
picture.
you know,
Okay.
for Disney World or Disneyland. Apparently that's a rumor, but we have never confirmed it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We never did.
That's been a rumor for years. But I personally would like to know if that's true.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else?
Oh boy, let's stand like this.
Who's holding the camera?
An employee.
Okay.
You got it. You'll be a pro with that camera in no time.
Well, that's one for the album.
Okay,
I've
Sonic.
given you a few albums to get started with, but I know there's more out there.
That same voice actor or
You can
no?
Yes.
get them from
Oh,
the
wow.
shops.
I'm actually not gonna lie. I would like to do that. I like to get an autograph books just to get all the characters, autographs.
Say, pal, can I talk to you? Say, pal, could you help me out again? I'm making a photo album for Minnie, but I still need pictures of Goofy and Donald. Would you mind finding Goofy and taking his picture for me? Thanks.
Okay, so you don't have pictures of your
And
friends.
Thanks again for helping me get Goofy's picture.
What kind of a best friend are you?
Right, doesn't have pictures of his friends.
Better than Patrick.
Patrick.
Bad.
Get a wand from Cinderella.
I don't even know what to label them at this point.
No, this is Patrick. Anyways, yeah, I would love to taste all of the food. Even though I'm not much of a drinker, I would still like to check out the alcohol.
Oh yeah, there's this one place I want to go, but it's gonna cost a lot of money,
What
and
is
I'm gonna back down on it immediately.
What is it?
Club 33.
Nothing like a
Isn't that only
Sunday in the park.
exclusive?
Exactly.
Over
That you have to wait years to get on the list.
I'd love
Or
to
if you
pose
have a
for
lot of
picture.
money, you get in automatically.
Come
How
on,
much is it?
let's pose together.
I have no idea, but I heard it's somewhere between like $400 or more.
400, as in 4,000 or 400?
I think either in
You
between.
know, Donald lost his hat on the Matterhorn, and he won't take any photos without his lucky hat. If you want his picture, you're gonna have to find it pronto.
Oh, so we have to find his hat.
Good luck, pal.
Even though he has a
No
whole
one's better at finding
wardrobe
stuff than you.
of just a top shirt and a hat.
That's funny.
You know, funny you should say Matterhorn. One of the rides I would like to ride is the Mount Everest. The one with the animatronic Yeti.
Funny
heard
thing,
about
funny thing. That's where we have to go to get Donald's hat.
What, the Yeti has it?
Well, the mountain is somewhere in the mountains, so we have to go to that.
Well, okay, because I'm not gonna lie, as you know, because I've watched a bunch of horror movies, I've actually became a big fan of watching movie magic stuff. And one of the things I do like to see is videos on animatronics.
Yeah.
One of them being Disney, and Mount Everest actually has a big animatronic Yeti. That when they built it, it was like the biggest animatronic of its time at Disney. Biggest animatronic of the time. But thing is, the Yeti was so big and scary. It looked really cool, but the only problem is the Yeti only operated like, I believe, a month when they opened up the ride.
Throw me away. Will you look
And
at
then the
that?
Yeti
Want to see
started
where it goes?
acting up. So it turns out what happened was that the Yeti was so heavy that the weight couldn't support itself. So in order for them to fix the Yeti, they would have to not redo, but they're gonna have to like refix the base of the mountain. That's gonna cost a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
So instead, what they ended up doing is that they put the animatronic, what's known as B mode, which means it moves, but it's not gonna move fast. The whole point of the Yeti, just so when you go down the mountain, that the Yeti's supposed to be reaching out and grabbing you. But that was a lot of weight,
Yeah.
like that. However, they couldn't fix it, so they just put it on B mode and they just put flashing lights. Wasn't he just greeting customers?
I know, right?
Sorry about that. Say, are you ready to hit the slopes? Hold on tight now. This wind will blow your ears back.
So yeah, so they just put like a strobe light, and then they got the nickname Dancing Yeti or Disco Yeti.
Okay.
I mean, Imagineers keep saying that they were gonna build, like they were gonna fix it, but that won't cost a lot of money. Well, obviously they're not gonna fix it
Oh, we made it.
anytime soon,
Yep.
Watch out for that
So any more Disney facts you would like to know? Because I know a lot. Even the rides in the animatronics. I like to go just check out the animatronics. I would love to go on the rides. But the only problem is if we go, I know there's a lot of people in our family that are freaking wusses and they don't want to ride rides.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't understand. If I want to go to a theme park, I want to check out the rides.
Yep.
Like one time, I went on a school field trip. What was it to? I was in high school. It was somewhere else in Texas. It was called Six Flags Over Texas, right? And they had Gotham City, man.
Yeah.
They had rides like Joker, Mr. Freeze, and I wanted to ride them, but apparently, all the people, meaning we were stuck in a group. All the people that I was in the group didn't want to ride anything.
That sucks.
I know, it was boring. I was upset. Hey, look, there's the Yeti. There's a Yeti. You know, I was upset. I was freaking upset because I really wanted to, you know, check out. I mean, I got to see Gotham City. I was just upset because I didn't get to ride nothing. And I was very disappointed, man.
That's it.
So I'm like, you know what? Next time I go to a museum park, I want to ride on the rides. Like when we went to San Antonio for the rodeo.
Oh yeah.
And the only people that wanted to ride the rides was our niece. So I go, screw it. You know, I know she's a brat. So she wants to ride on the rides.
Okay, I already found Donald's hat, even though I have no idea how he lost it in the first place.
Careful now! Don't run into any icicles!
Too late for that one.
Chihuahuas, and then he gets hit.
I know.
Wow, and then he gets hit. Don't hit any icicles.
You see, nothing to it.
But he has some.
Wait, is there more than one Yeti? Because I'm seeing them pop out everywhere.
Yes.
I thought there was only just one Yeti.
Oh, you found a hidden Mickey!
Oh yeah.
Gorge, we're a champion! Look out below!
There's a question. What's the difference between the Yeti and the abominable snowman?
I thought there were two different people.
Well, according to cryptozoology, they are two different creatures. You know what? Did you hear about the story about the campers that mysteriously disappeared?
No.
Apparently, back in the mid-'60s, like a bunch of teenagers went to go mountain climbing. You know, they didn't go mountain climbing. They went climbing the icy mountain. I don't know where it was at. Anyways, that apparently, like, you know, they were just hanging out. Just about 4 or 5 people. You know, they're all teenagers, just hanging out. And then a couple of days later, they went missing. They never came back from the trip. It wasn't until, like, the rangers went up there and they saw that their campsite was destroyed. That apparently, what they figured out what happened was that something attacked their tent. And apparently, like,
Sure is quiet here.
2 were slaughtered.
There ain't any Yetis!
And 3, they ran out of the tent and they died from frostbite. Yeah, they died from frostbite, apparently. But the thing is, there was like big slashes. There was big slashes on the tent. But they assumed it was a bear, but the only problem is once it goes to winter, you know, bears won't go near the, you know, bears will not go near the tent unless if there's food. Plus, they hibernate.
Yeah.
You know, there's no bears up in the mountains, so they just labeled it as an accident. But some people speculate maybe they got attacked by something else. Bum bum bum.
Like I said, abominable snowman, Yeti, totally two different people.
I mean, 2 different creatures.
But you know what I mean. They're not exactly the same.
Hey, look, that kid looks exactly like you. It's your long lost brother.
Yeah. Either that or that other abominable snowman from the monsters. Welcome to the Heavily Odd Snow
Snow
Cone.
cone?
And for those that are wondering, yes, there is a Bigfoot, but don't you remember what he said? He made a diaper out of poison ivy and called himself King Itchy. Yeah.
Hey, look, Ariel.
My name is
Mario. You know what? I heard that they closed down Toontown as one of the location. I always wanted to check out Toontown IRL because I want to see how really toony it is. Apparently, you could go to Mickey's house.
Oh, I wonder why they closed down Toontown.
I don't know. Have you ever seen American Dad?
No.
Because there's an episode that's like a.
Hurry!
Hey, look.
Does the haunted mansion scare you? Me too. My hat! I sure do appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, time for a picture with my favorite hat.
Wow.
My campaign begins.
Still no.
You're a natural.
You literally live in a boat.
He's wearing a Navy uniform.
What a great picture. I even get
And why do you have a statue replica of Daisy in front of your boat?
the
Because he
picture's
likes
from
her?
Mickey, and he's my opponent.
Now you see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, you can give it to him.
Have you ever seen some of the old Donald cartoons?
I believe so.
I can't say the exact words, but apparently Daisy had an active social life before Donald.
Okay.
Apparently, is because in one of the cartoons when she starts dating Donald, that there's a scene where they're like in front of a tree because he carved up, he carves Daisy's Daisy's name and his name, and behind the tree you see like Daisy's name, but with different guys like in the back.
Gosh, you really
With different hearts. Yeah,
Okay.
I saw that on
what
Twitter,
a great surprise for Minnie.
and somebody said
You know
that
what?
Daisy was
I
a.
got an idea.
Active person.
Since
Yes,
you
this is
helped me
active.
so much,
Oh,
I'd like
oh.
you to give the album to Minnie. That'll be an even bigger surprise. Bye-bye. Don't forget
Sorry about
Minnie's
that.
photo
Technical
album.
difficulties.
Yeah, the game decided to crash. It happened.
Okay, now let's see what Minnie.
Hello, dear. My name is Minnie Mouse, and I'm very happy to meet you. Oh, it's for me? Why, that's so sweet.
I can't see, kid. Move out of the way.
I know.
Didn't you? Oh. Well, I have a little something for you, too.
About time.
Not to be mean, but I never
My signature?
liked Minnie Mouse.
Oh, it would be my pleasure.
I like Goofy. Goofy was my favorite out of them because Goofy
And
was
that's
funny.
for you.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite out of them?
It's hard to say.
Bye. I'll see you soon.
Because I remember the House of Mouse. You know how they how they would show the Mickey, Donald, and Goofy cartoons.
Yeah.
Or what was that clip? The one where they're stuck in a room and they're like, Goofy, do you have a
Only
key?
few
And he's
attractions
showing all
in
these other
Toontown
keys
First
that he
Open.
has.
Oh
Among
yeah.
Gadgets Go Coasters
And then he
the
points at
Jolly
Mickey
Trolley.
and he said, we have a
The
Mickey.
Jolly Trolley has since been retired.
Mhm.
Now you know a little
But
more
you got
about
the
this
spirit
magical
cute,
place
man.
Yeah.
called Disneyland. I
Yeah,
hope
Goofy
you'll
was always
experience
my
the
favorite
Finding Nemo submarine voyage.
He was
It's so
hilarious.
fun to look for Nemo and all
But
his friends.
not just that, Goofy's more like, well, he's more relatable because think about it. Because out of all of them, Goofy was the only one that had a son. He had Max.
Yeah.
He had Max, and he basically raised him by himself. Because I know in one of the cartoons it showed his wife. But from my understanding, his wife passed away, so he had to raise Max all on his own. And even though in the Goofy movies that we've seen, even though Max wanted to, not push him away, but he wanted to not be like his dad. But if you think about it, a lot of us, growing up, we were all in that same situation. You know how we didn't want to grow up to be exactly like our parents. We wanted to do something else.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you were like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how mom wanted me to be like her, but I didn't want to. So it's pretty strange that when we're young teenagers, we related to Max, and then as we got older, we related to, we start to understand better Goofy.
Yeah.
One of the videos I saw, because I like to watch Mojo on my spare time, that there was a point that they made in the video saying that when we were teenagers we were related to Ariel, how she wanted to You know how she had a crush on a guy she didn't even know and all that.
How lovely to meet you too.
Yeah.
Hello
And
there.
then as we got
My
older,
friends the bluebirds told me you've been quite busy.
how do the
Well,
birds
I
know?
have a surprise for you.
How do the birds know? You want to know
It's
how
a
they know?
magic
How?
wand from
Because
my
they've been
fairy
tweeting
godmother.
about it.
Ew, boy.
Get it?
Yeah.
Wonderful
Because they
things.
were tweeting
Take care
about
of this
it.
special gift. And remember, use it wisely.
That's funny.
It's almost time to go to the ball. And of course, you must be dressed for such a royal occasion. If you can find me some fabric and a needle and thread, I'd be happy to make you something special to wear. With the help of my friends the mice, it'll take no time at all.
Is that the original voice actor? Or the original voice
Your
actress?
outfit
I don't
for the
know.
royal ball is going to be very elegant.
It really is magic.
Because I remember for Wreck-It Ralph 2, they had all the original Disney princesses like come for their role.
Now look for something to cast a spell on.
When
Something
Vanellope was
sparkly
meeting
that
all the
catches your
princesses.
eye. Just do this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Think of that meme.
Which one?
Oh, your princess. The other two. Like.
Oh
What
yeah.
about, like, what about us? We're standing here too. Don't we count?
Oh gosh. I remember back in the day when
Just like Mickey of the
what was
Sorcerer's
it?
Apprentice.
Back in the day
Without the brooms.
when
Let's go find more
conventions were
things to
becoming a thing.
spellify.
I don't remember which convention this was, but
Prince
I
Charming
remember
can
they
find
did a
glass slipper, we
Disney
can find
princess
this.
skit
Just keep your eyes peeled, and I'll give a
where
shout if I
it
see
starts off
something.
with fairy godmother
there's
saying,
one.
"Okay, princesses,
Told you
it's
we'd
time
find
for the
them.
ball." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now the princesses are coming and showing up, and
So if
then
you spot
some
something sparkling
some
up there,
characters showed up that aren't
wand to
even
pull it down.
princesses.
Duh.
You know, yeah, they had
Yeah.
Esmeralda, Tinkerbell, and they were confused on what the heck is going on. And then they had that princess from the Black Cauldron show up, and she was like, "All of us may not be princesses, but we're all Disney gals."
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they started what song was it? Dang it! So all of them were like singing and dancing, and then all the guys showed up. You know? But the one thing that made me laugh my ass off was that Aladdin came out of nowhere during the song, and he went, "Stop, Aladdin time." And he starts breakdancing. Yeah, he starts breakdancing out of nowhere, and then while the girls were singing, the guys showed up in a boat, like a Disney cruise ship.
Yeah.
They're like, "So where do you guys want to go?" And they all go, "We all want to go to Disney World." I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I just thought it was funny seeing Aladdin breakdance. I never thought I would see Aladdin breakdance. But he did.
Oh yeah.
But apparently, I was reading in the video description that it was a bunch of friends that did the skit. But apparently, they were missing two like Disney guys. Because one of them got sick and the other one broke his leg. But either way, people enjoyed their skit, and that's all that mattered back in the day.
Yeah.
Like back in the day when they did skits, it was for like the fun of it. But believe it or not, at the conventions I've been to, they actually did do, well, a lot of them do like a princess meetup, you know, where they all dress up as Disney princesses and they take pictures. You know, I just thought it was really cute.
I think my magic's broken.
What did you do?
I don't know. It's not getting the fabric.
Where are you getting the fabric from?
I don't know. They're just spawning in some random places. Like, okay, I already found the fabric. Now I gotta go find the needle and thread.
Cricket, another one. Let's find the rest.
Let's find the rest. Hey, teapot. Oh, speaking of teapot, did you see the video? The one where the Kardashians go to Disney World and land?
No.
And
Gotcha.
I don't know how celebrities work at the parks. Hey, Monstro. But apparently the Kardashians, I don't know what happened, but the Kardashians, they got the Disney teacup to close just so they could ride with their kids by themselves. Yeah. Yeah, it was a video. I saw it and I was like, what the heck? Is it because of their celebrity status that, they got them to close the teacups just so they could ride privately with their kids?
I'm sorry to bother you, young man.
Really?
Why, that's
Yeah.
perfect. It's just what we need to finish up. Perhaps we could go to the ball together.
Diana wasn't like that, no.
And if you happen to find
Princess
more
Diana?
thread,
She wasn't like that.
please do bring it to me. I'm sure we can put it to good use.
Like, seriously.
Remember, any
That's just
thread
messed
will
up.
do. We'll need quite a lot for all the things we've planned. Why, I hear music. Perhaps someone's having a music lesson.
You know, yeah, a lot of people thought that was, yeah, a lot of people thought that was pretty rude or mean. Because I know some celebrities do go to Disney World or Disneyland.
Even when they're filming an episode in Disneyland, they still interacted with the regular people. They didn't close it down.
How about joining the Lost Eye?
There's like that
You're
one
just the
episode
boy I've
in
been waiting to meet.
Sabrina the
I'm Peter
Teenage
Pan.
Witch where they go to the
I think this is a great place to visit.
wildlife
Hey,
safari
you look
area.
like you've got
You
what
did?
it takes
Yeah.
to be a
Which
lost
episode
boy.
was this?
Join me
I
in
don't know,
Neverland. We'll
but
see how you do.
The fact is
Come on,
that
it'll be a
the reason why
blast.
they had to open that area early because just to do some filming there with
So long.
people, with
Hope to see you
actual
in Neverland.
tourist people there.
Oh,
Oh.
cool.
Yeah,
Peter
because it
Pan's
wasn't set to
wife.
open till next week, but they had to open it early for the filming.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder what was Salem doing.
Yeah, but even at that, that's messed up. Wait, what am I even doing again?
Peter Pan.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you hear about the Dark Peter Pan theory?
That he's actually a serial killer killing little kids
Well,
that they grew up.
Okay, there's that, but apparently this is the theory. That apparently Tinkerbell was the bad guy of the whole Peter Pan universe, and here's where the theory comes in.
Hmm.
Apparently, Tinkerbell is the one that gave Peter Pan immortality. So in return, he goes to the human world and he, you know, kidnaps the kids and bring them back to Neverland. And of course, when the kids get older,
There
apparently
you
Peter
are.
Pan
Come
kills
on,
them
quick. Hook's captured one of the lost
because
boys. We
he's
gotta
a kid
save him.
himself and he wants to, you know, he wants to
You
play
do
with
know how
other
to
little
fly,
kids
don't
too.
you?
Yeah.
So once they
You
get
don't.
older, he kills them. And if you pay
Oh,
attention in the
of
movie,
course.
Tinkerbell doesn't
Tinkerbell
like
can teach
Wendy
ya.
because
It's
Wendy,
easy. Just
Is a
follow
girl.
you know,
me and you'll
no,
catch
because
up to me
Wendy
in no time. I'll
tries
see
to
you out
convince
there.
him, you know,
Here we go.
to stay on Earth instead of go back to Neverland. Now, another theory I heard is that Captain Hook is actually the good guy of the story. Because think about it. Apparently, all of like Captain Hook's crews were, of course, lost boys themselves that managed to escape Peter Pan. Yeah, so they become pirates, and that's why they captured the lost boys, really just to save them. And that's why Captain Hook always fights Peter, because he's fighting Peter Pan for the lost boys, and that's why he wanted to get them to join the crew.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the Dark Peter Pan theory. I'm surprised you didn't hear of it.
Nope.
Yeah, I know, it surprised me too once I
Nope.
found out about it.
Nope. Only the jokes that he kidnaps kids and then he kills them later. Like that's the joke that's been tossed around.
Well, the theory, that I heard, that was the theory.
Okay.
The Dark Peter Pan theory, but you do know that Walt Disney actually did play as Peter Pan in a play when he was a kid. So then when Disney got the rights to make the Peter Pan film, because Peter Pan was a book and then it became a play. Now, Peter Pan was always played by a girl, but Disney broke the tradition and made Peter Pan into a boy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Which is pretty interesting because I do know a lot about Disney, like, theories and such.
Huh.
Did you hear about the star theory?
Star theory.
Okay, so you know how there's two stars, remember when he said?
Yeah.
The star on the left and straight on to morning?
Yeah.
That's how you get to Neverland?
Second star to the right.
Thank you! Second star to the right. I said it wrong. Anyways, yeah. So, here's the thing, because in most of the Disney films, they show the stars.
Yeah.
But here's something interesting, which to me kind of doesn't make sense, especially the timeline. That apparently one of the stars is actually now this is just the theory that I heard. And apparently one of the stars is the firefly bug from Princess and the Frog.
Really?
Yeah, because you remember in the movie, he said that he has a girl named Evangeline, right? You know, and that he talks about her, how she's the most beautiful, you know, bug ever, and how she's a really big light, and it turns out she's a star.
Okay, now I remember.
Yeah.
Now it's coming to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How she was the star. You know, that he loved her very much. But they even told him, you know, she's just a star. He's not real. But he still believed she was real. And then at the end, if you pay attention, at the end of Princess and the Frog, when they, for his funeral, when they put his body in the leaf and they push him, and once the sky moves, you see there's a star, a second star appears next to her. And if you look at Peter Pan and all the other films, apparently Princess and the Frog happened before Peter Pan. So it shows that he's the star. Yeah.
Weird.
Hey!
I find it
What
interesting.
took you so long? I'm just kidding. Come on. I know just where to find Captain Hook. We're off to Neverland. Second star to the right and straight on till morning.
Hey, look, I was close. I don't know why I said left though.
I don't know.
But did you know that Peter Pan also like appeared in another Disney show?
He did?
Yeah, Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
Ah.
Yeah, because we had a little cousin that was obsessed. He was
Obsessed.
obsessed with Jake and the Neverland Pirates. He was a pretty cool kid too,
There's
because he
Hook's
liked
ship.
Peter Pan
Follow me.
because of the show. But Peter Pan
Better
does
hide.
make some
They'll never see
appearance
us up here.
in the show. But it was really just, you know, a spin-off series.
Yeah.
But Captain Hook made appearances.
For the last time, boy. Where is
He
it?
is the frequent
Where
appearance.
is
Yeah, look,
Peter
see?
Pan's hideout?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Is that so? You'll feel differently when I make you walk the plank.
You realize that thread won't work because
want
our
that.
alligator or crocodile likes your taste. Nobody else.
Quick, Cubby's in trouble. After me.
Same thing with that squid.
Pan!
Or octopus.
Oh, I knew he'd be
I believe it
here.
was an octopus.
Peter Pan. How considerate.
You keep those pirates busy, and I'll get Cubby.
Even though I do want to find out how did Peter did cut off his hand with just a tiny knife.
Obviously, they're not going to show it. But
No, but I'd love to know.
But yeah, so I know Captain Hook's like the main bad guy, but because it was like the kids Disney show, you know, there's only so much they can do. But Peter Pan does show up. I think Peter was the one that brought him to Neverland. I don't really remember the main story, but I remember our little cousin was like obsessed with it. He was going through the pirate phase. Doesn't that sound familiar, brother?
Yeah.
You are a disgrace to pirates everywhere.
Yeah, that apparently... I remember he had a crush on a female pirate named Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Rose was... She kind of reminded me of Miss Frizzle from the Magic Scuba. She was always happy, she had red hair, and she wore a pirate hat that had a rose on it. It's even funny. It's been a while since I've, you know, seen Jake and Neverland Pirates.
And of course, they're the luckiest spin-off to have a Lego Duplo animated thing.
Get up, you lily-livered filled rats.
Even that one, I think was more ridiculous.
Then do something. You're supposed
Jake and the
to
Neverland
hit them, you
Pirates.
fool.
He's pretty much
They're not moving that fast. Get them! They're not moving that fast. Get them! Now just watch them do something. You are a disgrace to pirates everywhere.
Wait, no, her name wasn't Rose.
Bring them down.
Red Jessica was your name. Look, see, she looks like Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus.
No, yeah, I see the resemblance.
Yeah, she has the curly orange hair, but she had like the rose.
Yeah, I definitely see the resemblance.
Yeah, but which is weird though, because she was even though she was a pirate, she was way different from Captain Hook.
Now just watch
Now,
them
I don't
do
remember if
something.
she had an all-female crew. Like I said, it's been a long time. But I remember one of the episodes I remember watching, it was Captain Hook and Jake. They were playing
Help!
a riddle game.
Go alert the Lost Boys. Come on.
And one of the
I've got a
riddles is,
plan.
what is a fish
Follow
that's
me.
not a fish?
That sounds more like a question than a riddle.
Yeah, it's a riddle. Think about it. What's a fish that's not a fish? And even though this was like a kid show, I was thinking, what the heck's a fish that's not a fish? I mean, a lot of these fishes have the word fish in it. So what is not a fish? And you want to know what the answer was?
What?
A starfish.
I was gonna say the
Ready?
fish crackers.
Here we go.
The
No.
snack that goes back.
Oh my gosh. Very funny. Yeah. So a starfish is a fish that's
I
not a
bet there's
fish.
nothing you can't do.
Okay.
Guess it's time to
There's
think
also
silly
another
thoughts.
Peter Pan theory that apparently Ariel's
must have
mom
flown
makes an
before.
appearance
Nothing
in
jolly
the
about
Peter
this, Jolly
Pan
Roger.
cartoon, the first one.
I'm
I've been
impressed.
hearing
There
a
they
lot
are.
of that.
Mermaids.
I think it's gonna
Yeah,
show.
like, see, the mermaids,
I think it's
what
gonna
was
show
it?
her right now. I
And
believe.
apparently she's the one with the red hair.
That one.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently she's the one with the red hair. That was her when she was younger.
That's it. You've got real Lost Boy potential.
And then apparently, from my understanding, what was it? Remember the Little Mermaid 3 when they showed how what happened to the mom?
Yeah.
And apparently Captain Hook was the one that killed her. Apparently, that's just a Disney theory I remember hearing. Like Captain Hook was the one
Yeah,
that
but the
killed
ship
her.
that did crush her, it wasn't exactly the Jolly
You'd make
Roger.
a great Lost Boy.
What kind of ship was it?
Let's have some
A ship
fun.
that's not red because remember the cartoon one, the Jolly Roger is red.
Maybe you should stay here with just
The
like
one that
this.
crushed Ariel's mom is not red,
That's it.
so
You've got real Lost Boy potential.
it doesn't say.
Woo!
Because remember, the Legend of Mermaids go back
Nothing wrong
for
with that
years
pirate
and
ship.
years, you know.
Except
Yeah.
for the pirates.
Because they said mermaids were
See?
also
I told you
sirens.
Skull Rock wasn't scary.
They also said
This'll put your flying
that,
skills to the
you know,
test.
mermaids were beautiful or mermaids were ugly. You know, there's a lot of,
Hold on.
Yeah.
Get a
you know,
little
lore
wet.
on mermaids.
Gee,
That's
make a
why
great Lost
sometimes
Boy.
when I do see, like, mermaids in, like, cartoons or show, I always ask what kind of mermaids are they,
So am I.
Yeah.
you know?
Try not to get
Like, I
too
remember
just
in the
keep
live
looking
action
ahead.
interpretation of Peter Pan, it showed mermaids, but it showed that the mermaids were evil. In Pirates of the Caribbean, were the mermaids evil?
Yeah. But what makes them different from, you know, Ariel and them? At least these set of mermaids can go on land.
Well, okay, here's the thing that I did read about that. That apparently the difference between Ariel is like, okay, it's pretty obvious that Ariel's dad is Poseidon, King Trident,
Yeah.
right?
There you go.
So think about it. Ariel and her 7 sisters, there are 7 of them because they represent the 7 seas.
Yeah.
That apparently, from the live-action Little Mermaid movie, that each mermaid is in charge of their own sea. And according to legend, I don't remember which sea Ariel is in charge of, but according to like the legend, that Ariel, that basically all of them had their own oceans that they ruled. That was their kingdom, and King Trident, of course, rules them all
You're not Peter
Yeah.
Pan.
because there are his
Yeah,
daughters.
that's it.
Now, as
Go get
princesses, it's their duty to make sure,
On guard.
you know, the seas are okay. So the reason what makes them different than any other mermaids or sirens is because they're of royal blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here comes Hook.
Like, you know how some royal bloods are different than regular?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the theory that I heard. That it's because they're of noble blood.
Careful, he's gonna attack.
Because think about it. Even in the Little Mermaid cartoon, as you remember the Little Mermaid cartoon, you know, I used to watch as a kid,
Yeah.
is like not just anybody could handle or use King Trident's magic.
Or even rule the trident itself.
Yeah, exactly, or wield it, because it only needs to be somebody as a descendant, you know,
Yeah.
that's related to him. And another theory I heard, even though it's not Peter Pan related, is that apparently in the original My Little Mermaid cartoon, that it shows that Ursula was King Trident's sister.
That's another thing I've been hearing too.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know the exact story, but they're brother and sister.
It's my job to strike
Just that
you.
King Trident obviously, you know, took the throne and not her and banished her out.
Yeah.
How
From my
dare
understanding, you know, banished her out. But I think in the live action My Little Pony movie,
Stop doing that!
they kept the fact that she is Trident's sister. But then it makes sense because nobody can outwield the Trident, you know?
Yeah.
But yet Ursula did. Because she's related to him. That's her brother.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think he's the older brother? I think so, yeah. Because think about it. Why would she want it so badly? You know? Why did you think why in the movie she used Ariel as a pawn to get to him? Because if you think about it, what's more important than your crown or your kingdom?
Yeah.
You know, your own kid. So that's why she used her to get what she wants, which I've noticed a lot of other Disney characters do that. Take a look at Scar!
Ursula's crazy sister.
Yeah, Ursula's crazy sister, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of them would freaking do that, and believe it or not, a lot of them are smart.
He's out swimming with the other
You do know that the
codfish,
same voice
Rita.
actor that plays
Do you need you out
Smee
here ticking? Oh, no.
also plays
The White Rabbit.
well, no, I'm talking about like the new voice of Smee.
Oh, the new voice. I thought.
Yeah, they also did Max.
Oh,
Yeah, from a Goof Troop, and also like Max as a teenager.
I did not know that.
Alright, we
Yeah,
did
exactly.
it. And we
He
did it
does
together.
he's
Thanks,
the new
everybody.
voice for
Come on
Smee,
now.
but he
Let's
also
go
does Max. He
home.
does young and older Max.
Hmm.
You know, depending on what they're looking for. But he's always voiced Max though. He wasn't like a big voice actor, but you know, he still did the role.
Yep.
No! Faster, Smee! Faster!
You know that in Disney World and Disneyland, they actually remove alligators from the park, like
I
Like
know the
the-
reason.
yeah, like TikTok Croc, and of course, Princess and the Frog.
Mm-hmm.
To your dossier. Okay, you finished Peter Pan. Yay!
Yeah. But I will come back again to get the other pins that they're calling them.
Pins.
Yes.
I would like to collect like Disney pins, but just not for Christmas.
Yeah, if I'm gonna get a pin, it has to be Winnie the Pooh, of course. And maybe Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck. Oh, one of the things I would like to do is, did you know that in Disney World and Disneyland, people that collect pins, apparently, okay, so if you get like a mystery pin bag,
I
and
knew you could do it.
you
It's
go
easy as
to
pie.
like the store in the front, they'll have a pin box,
still
and you
don't
can
look like a
trade
real lost
your
boy to
pin
me.
for one that you do
Maybe
want.
you could find some different clothes. That would help.
Yeah,
Yeah, just like Fiesta Meadows.
yeah, kind of like Fiesta
Goodbye.
Meadows
Don't forget
when
to find
it's
yourself some lost boy clothes.
Fiesta time.
Yeah.
Anybody want a sword fighting lesson?
Perfect weather, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what they
It
do.
is I!
My, looks like you're one of our best customers. You're a fine photographer, so you should have a fine photo album.
Yeah, a lot of people are waiting for another Disney anniversary thing.
Well, what? Because Disney already turned 100, right?
Yeah, they're probably gonna be 101 because everybody do want to see, but it's hardly making it appearance. You could say it's kind of like a mythical thing where it's there, but then it's not there. The Darkwing Duck costume appearance.
Oh, I watched a video about that. That apparently that there's what they call rare
You
characters
made a great
that they have
decision.
at the park sometimes. Like, okay, here's an example. Not that long ago, they had what's called Princess Night, right?
Yeah.
Where you get to meet all of the Disney princesses.
Yeah.
And they had all the princesses there. They even have Princess Kita from Atlantis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had Princess Kita. For some reason, Meg was there from Hercules. But either way, you know, they had a bunch of other characters. Because what Disney is doing nowadays is they're having, like, you know, special nights. And then special characters make an appearance. They had Princess Ada from A Bug's Life. You know, they
about time.
yeah, they had all these rare characters, and I thought it was pretty cool knowing that, oh, it's one night dedicated to, you know, nothing but princesses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And my model froze, but let's keep on going.
And what's the name of that movie?
You
The
made a
live-action
great
Disney
decision.
movie.
Which one?
The one about the girl that Disenchantment.
What a
Yeah,
wonderful
they even
sense
had
of
the
style
girl
you
from
have.
Disenchantment too.
Uh-huh.
That apparently she's like a rare character to
Up
appear.
there, look! Use your wand to collect that one.
Okay.
Because one, they had to find like an
Hey, that looks great.
actor that looks like
Almost
the actress.
like a real lost boy.
Yeah.
And secondly,
I could tell you a
apparently her
secret?
dress was so heavy that
I
it was really
lost
hard
my
for her to walk
shadow.
around.
I don't
So
know
when
how,
she did
but
make
it's
an
always getting
appearance,
away.
she had
Would
to
you help
be
me
in
find it? I know it'll be
in a
easy
horse
for somebody
carriage.
as smart as you.
yeah, because of the weight of her dress.
Goodbye.
Because it's layers and layers
and
of
don't
fabric.
forget to look out for my shadow.
Because
Yeah.
I've seen but the shadow's right
Playing
there.
a quiet game?
Oh look, there it is. That was fast.
I know, right?
Don't tell me he disappears or he runs. What? You gotta
Collect the others.
collect the others. Wow. Okay, yeah, it's because of the weight of the dress. There's lots of layers. They even had a villain tonight.
You're having fun.
Oh.
Where of course you saw villains. They even showed that captain you were telling me about from Tailspin.
Captain Connacht.
Yeah, they showed him too.
Yeah.
They even showed Negaduck, and I thought it was pretty interesting. You know, that they show some rare Disney characters. Like, did you know that Roger Rabbit used to appear at the parks?
Yeah, I've heard about that, and then the blah 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 negotiations.
No. So what really happened was that when Who Framed Roger Rabbit came out, what Disney used to do back then, they don't do it anymore, is like, if Disney doesn't feel that a movie was going to succeed, they'll go ahead and put it under Touchstone Pictures, which is another brand that they own.
Yeah.
Like, they put Who Framed Roger Rabbit, they put The Nightmare Before Christmas, you know, under
Yeah.
that. But the thing is, they weren't expecting Who Framed Roger Rabbit to gain
Be
a
a
lot of
hit.
attention,
Yeah.
to be a hit. So when it became a hit, they re-released it, but under the Disney brand. And it got so popular that they even had Roger Rabbit appear at the parks.
Congratulations.
And I don't remember
hereby
if there
welcome you
was
to the Lost Boys. But
if
remember,
they did
my
open up a
shadow's
ride,
always getting away,
but originally
so
they
keep
were
an
gonna
eye
do a
out for
Roger
it.
Rabbit themed ride, but
I think my shadow's still playing tricks. But hey,
But
bet
I
you can
remember,
help me out,
I don't
can't
remember
ya?
which park had a ride though. I remember seeing a video that showed the Roger Rabbit ride. I just remember where it was
Go on.
at.
Don't forget to try and find my shadow.
But apparently they were going to do a Roger Rabbit Part 2.
Hi, it's me, Peter.
But what happened
Get
was
your
that,
camera.
remember,
Take a
the
picture.
movie
Super
was
good time.
directed by none
I do
other
hope
than
you
the
enjoyed
talented
your visit.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
You know, he's a big name in the movie industry.
So
But
nice
the
you
thing
paid a
about
return visit to
Steven
my
Spielberg
store. We
was that
have
he was
many
working with
different
Universal
tops.
Studios.
I'm sure you'll find something you like.
And he didn't like the... Well, pretty obviously didn't like... Apparently, this is what I heard. Apparently he didn't like the script for 2, so he said no. But Disney can't do anything because Steven Spielberg owns 50% of the copyright.
Yeah.
That's the one thing a lot of people don't
I must
understand.
say, you've
Where if it's a
got
co-partnership,
wonderful
you
taste.
have to make decisions. One cannot do without another. Or unless, I'm just saying, like, what if Steven Spielberg passed away, and then that means Disney would have 100% control of the copyright,
Yeah.
and they could do whatever they want. Same thing with The Nightmare Before Christmas. They actually wanted Tim Burton to
That
do a part
really
2.
was the perfect choice
but-
for you.
Tim Burton said no, because The Nightmare Before Christmas is, you know, as good as it is.
Yeah.
But Tim Burton did approve of the video game, Boogie's Revenge,
Oh, yeah.
especially the Game Boy, and he did approve of them to use Nightmare Before Christmas and Kingdom Hearts. But Tim is more of a creative freedom person, so you know what I mean. So of
Yeah.
course he's gonna give his approval because there's Nightmare Before Christmas, you know. stuff everywhere.
But may we
Like-
share a moment together? Hello,
Like, do you
young
know
sir.
that there's
My
also a
name's Aurora.
spin-off like
I'm
manga
very
series of The
glad to
Nightmare
meet
Before
you.
Christmas?
Oh,
I think
my
I've seen
friend,
it somewhere
you're
off
just
of
in
Amazon.
time.
I mean,
It's my Aunt
I have some of the
Meredith's
books, but they're in
birthday
storage.
soon, and Aunt Fauna
Because, you
and
know,
I want
anything
to
Nightmare
bake
Before
a
Christmas, you know
special
I'm gonna
cake.
like it.
Yeah.
But before
I actually
we
do
can
have
start,
the Nightmare
we
Before
need to
Christmas
find out
manga.
baking utensils.
Back when Tokyo
Could
Pop
you help us
used to,
find them
you know.
while we look over the recipe?
Yeah.
Back then, well, does the Tokyo Pop still exist?
See you in a
Anyways,
little
back
while.
then,
Please don't forget
Tokyo
the
Pop used to
utensils,
do
dear.
like a lot of Disney stuff
Now
into
let's
manga.
see.
They even done
What
Kingdom
shall we
Hearts.
talk about?
But anywho, so I have that copy, and then they did a spin-off comic book series called Zero's Journey.
I've heard about that, but never seen.
Well, I read. I think only about 4 or 5 volumes already came out of it, but I own like 2 of them. So the way the story goes is that Jack is trying to make a portal, right, that lets him go into different, you know, holidays because he wants to make Halloween better.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening was that now keep in mind he was using Dr. Finkelstein's technology and notes. And he was also doing his own experiments, so he was trying to have a better understanding for it. But what happened was that the machine turned on and it got out of control and Zero got sucked into it. Pretty obvious he went to Christmas Town.
Yeah.
So without Zero, Jack felt sad. 'Cause remember, Zero was his best friend, you know? Zero was his dog and his best friend, and then he was feeling guilt because he was focusing on the machine so much that he did ignore Zero a little bit. Like in the
Good,
movie,
you're back.
when he was working on his experiments, he does ignore Zero a little
Castles
bit,
are
but yet he still
fortresses
makes sure
and are
Zero was,
designed
you know,
to keep
happy.
people out.
So he was
But at
feeling
Disneyland,
guilt, he
we
was
want
feeling
everyone
sad.
to feel welcome,
And
which is
Sally
why
was trying to comfort him,
Imagineer
you know?
Herb
Yeah.
Ryman
Because
flipped
Sally
the
knows
design
how
of
much
the
Zero
castle
means
around.
to Jack.
So, the fortress side faces the courtyard, and the royal balcony
Yes.
faces out toward Main Street,
I was
USA. Goodbye,
very finished.
and stop by anytime. I hope you'll experience the Finding Nemo submarine voyage. It's so fun to look for Nemo and all his
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, like I said, only seen the picture of the book, but never the
I'll
pages.
see you on Main Street real soon.
Oh, quick! Get your camera! Take a picture! Souvenir time!
Yeah, so what ended up happening was that Jack had to send Lock, Shock, and Barrel
What
to
a
go get
chance.
Zero
Thank you.
in
You're very
Christmas
kind
Town.
to
I'm just gonna
help.
end it right there
Aunt
because I don't want to
Merriweather
spoil
will
it.
just love her.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to spoil the book, or I don't want to spoil the manga if anybody else wants to read it. But
Must you
another
have?
spin-off series
Goodbye,
for
then.
you Nightmare Before Christmas fans is there is a book that I have that I'm trying to finish reading. It's called Sally the Pumpkin Queen.
Anytime you want.
Yeah. I mean, I've been waiting for this book. I've been waiting for this book for 2 years.
Never
and
heard
came
of it.
out. Okay, so what it is that it is a Nightmare Before Christmas spin-off series, but it focuses more on Sally though. That's the one thing I like about it. So basically, what the book is about is
To you.
now the book takes place when the movie's over and when Zero's journey is over.
Oh.
And of course, the Nightmare Before Christmas video game. So this has a place in the timeline. But the way the story works is that Sally is Sally is getting married to Jack. But the thing is that she feels
Pressure.
not pressure, just that. Just think about it. Jack's the Pumpkin King, you know, the King of Halloween, and she's marrying him, so that's gonna make her the queen. So she kind of feels, out of place, you know, because think about it. She was with Dr. Finkelstein for a really long time. Her job was just to take care of him, and that's it, you know. She
Yeah.
was used to just, you know, being told what to do, to stay inside, to, hey, look, I have freedom now, but I have responsibilities now. And in the book, it says that, you know, a lot of the girls in Halloween Town get jealous because, as you remember in the film, they all wanted Jack, obviously, you know. Let's think about it. He had status. He is the king. Obviously, he has a title and all that.
Yeah.
And knowing that all that's going towards, you know, Sally because she marries him in the book. But she's trying to prepare her role as the pumpkin queen. You know, she has some responsibilities now.
Yeah.
And she still doesn't, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but she doesn't feel worthy of it though. You know? She doesn't feel worthy of it. So the book pretty much talks about her struggles, which is, I like it because Jack's in there. And of course Jack's a sweetheart to her, you know? He makes sure she's okay and everything, but the story's more around her, and honestly, I would love to see the book adapt into at least a manga, you know?
Yeah.
Or a show, because I like it. It's different. Because Nightmare Before Christmas, you know, focus on Jack Skeleton, but this one, the Pumpkin Queen, focuses more on Sally.
We need more
You know?
ingredients.
Yeah.
And like,
Lots of flour.
and like this book is more, it's more relatable towards women, you know? Or anybody in that situation. You know, because like in the movie, some people can relate to Jack knowing that he wants more, he wants something different. But, you know, but this book relates more to Sally, and that's all I'm gonna say about it, because, you know, I love The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I love this book. I read it sometimes, you know, on my downside, but I'm trying to finish it because I want to know what happens. You know, that, and it could be pretty relatable, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, so sorry if I'm ranting about this book and
It's fine. It's fine.
and The Nightmare Before Christmas because I love it so much.
It's fine. Besides, I heard somebody on Twitter is already talking about Halloween.
Oh yeah, that's one of the people I follow on Twitter. They have a Scream icon. Yeah, they already talk about Halloween. I mean, you know me,
It's
brother.
funny how they like my reply of "Let the pumpkin spice flow through the air."
Of course, because the pumpkin spice is your favorite about Halloween. My favorite thing about Halloween is everything, you know, the trees, the costumes, and how every year we always, the cool house because we give out candy bars.
Yeah, big size, no tiny candies.
Yeah, and apparently our neighborhood is considered the cool neighborhood because some neighbors would give out popcorn, some neighbors would give out...
Laspas.
Yeah, raspas. But yeah, Halloween's a big deal in our neighborhood, and we always play Halloween music. Obviously, I'm in charge of the music.
Which I am looking forward to the pumpkin pack of the Ellison's Night Owl.
Hey there, pal.
Wow. Pumpkin. Pumpkin.
Get your camera.
Wait a
Take
minute.
picture. Super
I just
time.
noticed the carousel was inside the castle.
Duh.
Oh, you're going to...
So
Yeah.
happy. You found exactly what we need. We'll start baking right away. Come back in a little while. We'd like to surprise you. Goodbye, dear.
Remember in Sleeping Beauty when the fairies were trying to bake?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that apparently Disney had a contest for cake. They had a cake contest, from my understanding, to see and this was like for fans, because remember how Food Network challenge, they used to do like Disney challenges that we used to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what they did was that they had one for people at home.
Buzz has a blaster for you.
You know, they did it for the people at home, and people made a lot of Disney cakes. But the one that won, because this was like an online thing, you know, they didn't have it on TV. But the one that won, you want to know what they baked? And I just thought it was really clever.
What?
They baked the cake from Sleeping Beauty, the one that one of the fairies tried baking, because you know she was making the cake and it was leaning, and then they put a broom on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made that cake.
Well, I could have wished I could have seen that.
And those cakes are known as topsy-turvy cakes. Obviously, you know, from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
They're called topsy-turvy cakes, which means they'll be upside down, they'll be lumpy, you know? They'll be different, so they made a topsy-turvy cake of that, and I was like, dang. That's pretty clever. I wouldn't think about that. That was pretty clever, and I'm glad that person won first place. Or whoever made it.
Nice.
I mean, you know me, brother. I used to bake back in the day.
Yeah. But back to our talking. Yeah. I guess for some reason a lot of people do have Halloween on the mind already.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Excuse me.
Which I am
back
looking forward
already?
to the
Our cake is almost
That was
done,
really fast
but
to
I
bake a
think
cake.
little
I know,
bit of
right?
Magic would add the perfect
Oh, it needs
touch.
our magic?
May we ask for your help again?
Wait, so then just have the wand, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. Aunt Merriweather was going to adore her cake.
Oh, for the
especially
moment I
because
thought
it's
you were
blue.
referring to somebody else. I was
Thank
thinking
you
more
so
of the
much for
VTuber.
all your
Right.
The other one.
You know, I love to sing, especially the melodies I hear in the forest. And my Aunt Fauna tells me that your magic wand can collect all the gorgeous notes that the songbirds sing. Would you try for me? Then I can sing along to their beautiful songs whenever I like. Goodbye, dear. I hope you find more lovely songs. Perhaps I should pick some fairy
Okay,
tales as a
who's
surprise
next
for my
to
friends.
basically do an errand for?
Great to see you.
You know, here's a question for you.
What?
Out of all the characters in Disney World or Disneyland, what character you think is the most difficult?
Most difficult.
Mother wants me to be a real boy.
They're the hardest character to play as, and not many people can play them. The only ones that can play them is people that have been,
But do you mind?
you know, cast members.
How do you do, young
At
man?
the park for
you
years.
may call me Alice. Oh,
Nah.
dear. I'm having
Oh,
a bit
sorry
of
about that.
trouble in
I had
this
to plug in my
curious
phone.
Place. You see, I've lost my favorite ribbon. This one that I'm wearing is nice, but I really would rather have the other back. I don't suppose you could help me find it. You will? Oh, thank you. I wonder if perhaps I dropped it at the tea party. If I did, the Hatter would
There's always
know.
tea parties. How come
Why
there's
don't
never
you
a coffee
speak
party?
with him and see?
Why is that?
Don't forget my ribbon now. Now
Well,
let's see. For tea,
they're what, from England, right?
Hatter,
Tea?
good
Yeah.
Not to mention, tea time is.
This way!
Tea time
No, that way!
is between
Delighted
lunch
to meet you,
and
child.
dinner.
I'm the Hatter. A ribbon? Why, I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. Unless, of course, you mean a ribbon of milk for my tea. Oh, it's just so silly, I tell you. All the photographs in my picture book have gotten up and run away. And, of course, only you can find them, you know. Yes, yes. You do that, and I'll take a moment to think about that ribbon. Run along now.
Okay.
So, like I was
I'm
saying,
so excited.
the hardest
I don't
Disney
know when I've ever
character
been so excited.
for a cast member to
Time
be
move. Hurry along,
is-
hurry along.
the fairy godmother.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Well, because I was reading about it, because to be the fairy godmother, they gotta work at Disney for years and years, you know?
Hmm.
And this was confirmed where there was this lady, when she was a kid, her favorite was Snow White. You know, she would always see Snow White.
What
And
a
then,
delightful
you know,
morning it is for
And then as she got
afternoon
older, she didn't go to
tea.
Disney as much as she did
Hmm.
when she was a kid. And then when she brought her kids, she saw the fairy godmother. And she knew the fairy godmother looked from it. She knew in her gut that was Snow White, and it turned out it was
Jack
her.
and Jill went up the hill
Yeah.
to fetch a
Dang.
So she's been a cast member for years, and she got to be the fairy godmother, which is the highest honor not a lot of cast members can get. But the saddest thing about it is that the reason why the fairy godmother is the most hardest character to play as is because you know how sometimes how kids get sick or they have cancer and they ask to go to Disney World,
Yeah.
you know, because they might not make the treatments.
Hmm.
The reason being that it's difficult to be the fairy godmother is because a lot of the kids would ask her to cure their disease. Yeah, I know it's sad, but that's why it's really hard to play as a fairy godmother.
Dang.
Yeah. Because think about it, you know, I mean, because obviously Disney's all about fantasy,
Yeah.
you know? It keeps that magic, and then that happens.
Hey, if you see a
The
hidden Mickey, be
only
sure to
thing
use your
I could
camera.
describe it
Think the beast would
is
smile for
like-
the camera?
remember Oz Great and the Powerful?
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene when he's performing the magic show, and the family asked if they could make the little girl walk and they give him money.
How will I ever thank you?
You know what I mean?
must tell me,
Yeah.
It's like
really.
that. It's like that
Of
that
course,
same
I
exact
have been
feeling.
thinking about this ribbon you're
You
looking
know?
for, and I know the very one you mean. Why, I believe I saw it at the tea party.
Dang.
Yes, I'm sure it's there. Quite sure. Remember now, it's always time for tea.
I just had a brilliant
Tea
idea.
time.
What?
Clean cup. Move down, move down.
If we were like Alice in Wonderland characters, who would we be? Like, you know, who would we be? As in us, you know, our models.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, who do you see yourself as? Talk about the Disney Alice in Wonderland, not the Tim Burton, the cartoon.
Again, I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I don't even know what. Well, I do like the treasure cat because he's familiar. Or if not, I know what you could be. You want to hear this?
No, I don't like it. What you're thinking?
What am I thinking?
I don't know, but I already don't like it. And we're going down the hole.
Oh yeah, I like his outfit. I like Gregory's new outfit. Like that?
Yeah.
You want to know who we could be?
What?
I could be the Mad Hatter. You could be the March Hare.
Really?
We're gonna put booze in the tea.
It's gonna be either
Booze and caffeine.
It has to be Death Wish coffee or G Fuel.
Because think
We
about
could
it.
do
Think about
either
it.
or.
Okay. Because think about it. The reason why the Mad Hatter is all weird with the March Hare because they're all freaking high on caffeine from the tea. Now tea doesn't have a lot of caffeine, but they're all high from the tea. But
Yeah.
who would be Alice?
Can't you fall any faster?
I don't know. Do you know anybody that could be Alice?
No.
I would love to get that commission. You know, me and you. Well, I call shotgun from Mad Hatter, obviously.
Yeah.
You give me the March Hare. Freaking, I don't know why, but I could see like a coffee pot on the table, putting it in like the tea, and you have freaking liquor on your side. Who could be Alice? Actually, one person comes to mind, but I should probably ask. Do I know who I was thinking?
Who?
My friend Esme.
Oh, okay.
She could be an Alice because she's a cinnamon roll like I said before, sweetheart. So I can already see her looking confused while I'm drinking like strong caffeine. You're over here putting booze in the coffee. You know what? She's a wine person. She'll be drinking wine.
Yeah. What would they call?
say,
What the actual term is called? Coffee martinis.
Coffee martinis. I'll ask Esme. That'll be a commission I'll love to get.
Bravo!
Us as us as
Oh,
Alice
my,
in
my.
Wonderland.
How splendid. Now, by the way, if you'd really like to know, he went that way.
That way. I was gonna say, who would we be in Peter Pan?
I don't know. I don't think the alligator would like alcohol taste.
No, I'm talking about like you. I mean, I could picture you Captain Hook, and I could dress up like Esme. Or unless we're going Peter Pan style, you could be Lost Boy, and I could be Peter. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Get it? Because Peter
Yeah.
Pan was played by a woman in the play.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Like, I don't think the alligator likes the taste of alcohol.
A-E-I-O-U. It's you. Well, haven't you done well? You've done everything correctly, I see. Now, explain.
You know why they have to
yourself.
replace it with bubbles, right?
What exactly
Too
was it
much
that you wanted? Oh,
That's all I'm gonna say. For that particular
there's
reason.
no need to get carried away.
Well, no, because remember.
How very strange.
It starts with a 4,
Who
but look at the time, it's 20.
you?
Or you just don't want to say it.
That's why I'm saying it separately.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Like, that's why I'm saying it separately.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna leave it at.
Here's a question for you.
What?
If you could be any Disney villain, who would you be?
I wouldn't know.
No, as in like your OC dress up. If your OC could dress up as a Disney, or should I say, your model could dress up as a Disney villain, it would suit them perfectly.
Negaduck.
Negaduck? Oh my gosh.
Well, hit it,
What other
Jack.
Disney villains use chainsaws and guns and other stuff?
Darkwing Duck would be interesting.
Like, come on, Negaduck has used a chainsaw and various weapons.
I mean, I like Scar from The Lion King, but you know how people feel about anthropomorphic furries.
Yeah.
I don't know who would mine be perfect. Disney villain. I'm trying to think. What are we perfect for? I can't think of anything. Well, I could think of, what's her name from Descendants, the daughter of Maleficent?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just can't remember
May?
the name.
No, I forgot her name, but I can see, like, you know, my character being her. I mean, I don't want to be Maleficent because we're walking away.
Yeah.
Maleficent would be too obvious, Evil Queen. Not Cruella de Vil. I mean, the first character that popped into my head would be Kaz from the Tangled series.
Oh.
Because she is one of my favorite characters. You know?
Ooh, I got hidden Mickey.
Nice.
Oh, I knew you could do it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, here's an interesting story that's kind of similar to the Queen of Hearts. Well, a lot of people don't know, but our mother's obsessed with Disney villains. And one time, she, believe it or not, planted a rose bush in the house. But I believe the first one was white, right?
Yeah.
The first rose bush she got was white. And she thought it was red, but it was white. And me and my brother over here is, oh, we could just paint the roses red.
Yeah.
So she had white roses, and then she tried to kill the bush, but that didn't help. And then right now she has red roses, but the bush keeps coming back.
Yeah.
You know?
We tried everything.
Oh, she tried everything. Yeah, and then I remember one of our neighbors was like, hey, can I have some of the roots because he saw us trimming it? And we're like, sure. You know? Because he's a really good neighbor. He wanted it because he wanted to grow his own.
10 past 2 is the most delightful
Yeah,
time
look, see,
of
can
day
you
to
imagine
eat.
me and you freaking
A
drinking?
calculation made more probable by the omission of cake and cream, wouldn't you say?
Butter? With mustard and jam, if you don't mind.
And we can have
How
Esme as
rude.
Alice. She'll be
How
perfect.
very, very
Yeah.
rude indeed. Is it autumn already? Oh my goodness! Why, you brought confetti to my unbirthday party!
Confetti? What silly nonsense. They're leaves from the tree.
Leaves? When? Who's leaving? Oh, you! Get out! Go! Be gone!
I can picture you drunk, and I'm like, oh, hi, I'm caffeine.
Things about manners.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They stay for tea.
Oh, don't let's be ridiculous. Of course they can stay for a dance. Why,
Esme's
what
drinking
a
wine.
splendid idea.
With cinnamon rolls on the
Do
table!
as we do, or there'll be no cake. A very merry unbirthday.
Oh,
to
it's
you.
dance.
Oh, another secret.
That's simply marvelous.
Wow. I don't know why, but I could picture like a messy table with food.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I could have like Chinese food around me. I do love Chinese food, or maybe a bowl of ramen. What about you? What do you want to have around you?
Other than pizza, burgers.
Like, you know, because think about it, you're getting drunk, so what are you gonna want to eat?
You know what? Screw it. Taco Bell tacos.
Taco Bell taco. It's like we're gonna have a junk food fest.
Oh,
Yeah.
look,
Like, you know, it's
look
Taco
at
Bell.
you.
That's gonna be hilarious, man. If I could get that commission done, that would be awesome. But
Yep.
I'm gonna have to wait. Well, first I'm gonna see if Esme's okay with it. That's gonna be funny. She's the only sweet person I can think of to be Alice.
Yeah. Anyway, so how's your search of the memes?
Oh yeah, that's right. We're still getting our. I'm still looking for memes. I made a post on Twitter. Fortunately, nobody hasn't responded to it yet.
Oh my god!
But yeah, so maybe by next week we should be able to do our meme video, starting with Hell of a Boss.
Yeah.
Hell of a Boss meme stream.
Yes, the memes.
Oh!
I'm gonna see, no promises, but I'm gonna see if we can invite a guest to our meme stream.
Okay. Ooh, another one.
I have
out of 2.
I have 2 people in mind, but I'm gonna have to wait and see what they're gonna say.
Okay.
No spoiler alerts, but I'm trying to see if I can get them.
Bravo!
So yeah, I'm still getting pictures for the meme. Apparently, there's not a lot of a Hell of a Boss memes, so I'm still looking.
Okay.
Exemplary.
Like, yeah, I am pressing that repeatedly.
Oh my goodness, how wonderful!
How wonderful.
That's simply marvelous.
I am just surprised
At what?
that I've actually accomplished something because I don't do a lot of dancing games.
I mean, I do. Or rhythm games.
Oh, stupendous!
Break dancing.
Oh, my burn whiskers. I'm very, very late. Oh, dear.
I'm surprised you did not do
here.
this, huh?
I should be there. Have you seen the time?
Time? Never met him. Does he have a brother named Big Ben?
Oh, you had to go there.
Wow.
You had to go there.
She'll have my head for this.
Steady! Don't get excited!
What on earth is the matter
Time
with
to
the
say
teapot?
goodbye. Hello. I'm late.
I never heard that joke before.
Rather foggy, eh?
The perfect weather for tea, I'd say.
Do come back, won't you?
I was thinking she was having a good time.
Yeah.
The unbirthday party.
But still, that joke, I wasn't expecting that.
But today is my unbirthday too.
Yeah. Time, I never met him. But he does have a big birthday. A big band.
Time will always pass
Alright.
Minutes and seconds are passing.
What time is it, come to think of it?
Time.
Wow.
Time.
It's already 11:03. Holy crap.
Time.
Okay, let's go return this ribbon to Alice.
I bet you nobody in here is gonna understand where that song came from except for me and you.
Yep. Like, yep.
It is time to eat some slime.
Oh, that.
It's the final countdown.
Ooh, a new t-shirt is unlocked.
Countdown.
You found my ribbon. Oh, thank you. Now
Oh,
you
thank
simply
you,
must
young
go
man.
and tell the Hatter how grateful I am.
Okay.
Please don't forget to thank the Hatter for me. Why does the White Rabbit insist on calling me Marianne? Why, I don't think I look at all like a Marianne.
Today, you know, is my Oh dear, what a muddle. No, we've no time for you to thank me for that silly ribbon. We have a much more serious problem on our hands. My favorite teapot is gone. You simply must fetch it back for me. Why, it has to be here somewhere. Oh, and the teacups. Don't forget the teacups. More cups. We simply must have more cups.
But we'll do this errand some other time. I'm not gonna go looking for it now. Until then, good day, good night, whatever time period you are in. Bye.
Bye.